people, good morning. So let's talk today about um, energy delays, and how recovery delays, better said. Like yesterday, no? I mean, this is very little understood. So let's explain it a little bit better because, even though I'm a lot better to where I'm come from, basically I have like for instance, yesterday I went to the beach. Today, what's that line? Oh, it's the sun. Okay, never mind. Today I'm just absolutely exhausted, basically, and it just takes me a lot longer to recover. Um, I wish it was not like that, and obviously I get it worst when I'm on the part that gets into PMS period and so on. That's when the energy delays are longer, and the ones that have these know that this is not fatigue. This is beyond. Like if you've been bitten by a truck, basically, kind of fatigue. And the reason why that happens is there are many reasons why I still do have histamine problems because of estrogen, and I'm trying to fix this part fully, so it doesn't bother me anymore. But obviously, as progesterone goes lower, all these things, no. So but that would be the, let's say, it's very confusing because when we seem that we are living, it's because we come from something so severe that a day that is a good day for us would be the worst day for a normal person. That's why this is so extremely confusing, no? So I still do have this kind of, what's up with the horse? Hello. That's like, it takes a lot longer to recover, and that pisses me off big time. But what can we do? um, slowly, these kind of days are disappearing. And obviously, if I'm very careful, like taking the supplements and being in without toxins and all that, and being very careful. And sometimes it's fear. I get in fear because people do not understand, and the usual. You need that kind of support and to maintain it. So yeah. But when you see it from the outside, probably you do not understand because 1 minute I'm dancing, the other one this, and then I can be in bed for like 10 hours. So, like, yeah, um, obviously, it would be nicer that this kind of delay would not happen. And it will be depending on the time of the month, especially because of this nightmare thing. If I was a man, I would be already like almost fully healed or healed, but there we go. And this is a huge problem. Estrogen histamine for women, like this loop of hell that fits into each other, and it's really hard to break. Mostly because from 35 onwards, progesterone starts lowering, so it's gonna be really hard to maintain histamine, and all these problems start. No, so I'm working on it. I hope I can get rid of this part. I hope I can, have, more support and a lifestyle and so all of it that supports all these, because this is important. Otherwise, you could possibly go back to hell, and I'm not doing that after all, for sure. So yeah, um, but it's very hard for people to understand that you're functioning for like normal kind of for a while, and if I get past that moment, I get a banging headache and fatigue, and it's just not nice at all. But it has a reason, and slowly, this recovery should be faster, like a normal human being. Even though the problem with this is that sometimes we forget what normal is. No, it takes us so long falling, crashing badly, and then in the other side that we no longer remember really what it feels like to be normal. But I see other people, and I can tell that from yesterday they are not feeling like I am today. There is a reason why all these things are called invisible illnesses, and the reason why is because they are invisible. Even though you can lose teeth, hair, or all these things which could be visible, or have skin issues, which I don't. I mostly have like nervous system inflammation, but all this kind of stuff from the outside you cannot really tell. Even though if someone knows me really well, they are going to tell, hey, my face start changing, and I get this horrible, this kind of eye bag phase, and obviously I cannot, all this. So um there must be more awareness about all this, because this is the reason that why we fall as well. Like I remember when I was falling, same thing. Now I was looking around and I thought, my energy was kind of normal, but actually it was not normal at all whatsoever. And yeah, but I thought it was, and that's why I crashed badly. And this is kind of scary now, because when I start building up to a new lifestyle, let's say, and living and so on, but maintaining, place, diet, everything I take, support, and so on, and finding a way and all that, um, yeah, we need to be extra careful with these, with toxin exposure, with all this crap, let's say, which is, it should not be, the world should not be the way it is. And it's again very hard for people to understand, and 1 minute you're here and the next one you totally crash. It's just even worse to explain than the worst of it, with neuroinflammation, the whole thing. So but it happens, so yeah. And that's it, that's what I wanted to say. And yeah, I'm gonna rest up today, and hopefully soon I'm gonna be able to maintain that stability, which is the key. Support and all this, and find ways, and fix this little bit left that I have because of estrogen. And yeah, I'm going to do a whole video about this, because it is affecting so many women that is insane. With Lyme, without it, it doesn't matter. The way we live, toxicity, all these bring us to have like these estrogen histamine loops from hell, and messed up hormones and all this crap, which is gonna flare these kind of symptoms. And many of those are not just the fatigue ones. Could be anxiety, could be, but driven by histamine, and prostaglandins, and everything that the mast cells release. So yeah, have a good day. Bye.